Hello, good afternoon. Let's talk today about what I call the wounded temperament. What is a wounded temperament? It's one that is out of place. It's like the person behaves out of the normal of their temperament due to past trauma, past pain that changed them completely and completely deformed them. If you are an expert, you're able to identify somebody that has a wounded temperament. I remember one day a friend that I've been teaching temperament called me and said, I saw somebody today. I could not identify the person's temperament. The person was all sad, and like the person was so dejected. And I told the person that was somebody with a wounded temperament. A wounded temperament means you have been so beaten by life that you get traumatized and that you change completely. And what happens when we get wounded? We exhibit our basic needs to exaggeration. Remember, I did a video on your strength when overdone becomes a great weakness. Let's go to the basic needs of a sanguine. Popular sanguine, which is appreciation, approval, or the desire to be on the limelight. Usually you see girls around town on social media and people say they live a fake life. And I usually say fake life or trying to be proof what you are not is one of those signs of a wounded temperament of a sanguine. They want to draw attention, they want to draw appreciation, they want to draw approval on themselves, they want all the likes, everything online on a version of them that is fake. That's not them. That's a sign of a wounded sanguine. What about a wounded choleric? I usually say a wounded choleric is like a moving train. Their drive for success becomes exaggerated. Their drive to be in control. They want to prove to all those who wounded, insulted, and abused them that look at what I have become. And they are so obsessed with success that they don't bother to kill, they don't bother to dehumanize the staff they work with. They don't bother to do anything just to succeed. They have a point to prove to the people who are wounded. Sometimes I say, if you ever disappoint a choleric, woman or man, especially in a relationship, in a love relationship, go and come back and look at them 10 years later. I bet you, if they are really wounded, they would have done such great success that you will not imagine that this is the person you rejected. They become a moving train when it comes to success position. They will make it, and they will make it at all costs. They are obsessed about it. What about a wounded melancholy? A melancholy, once they get wounded, they become bitter. If you know the taste of aloe vera, if there's anything that you can use to describe something bitter than aloe vera, that would be a wounded melancholy. So the case I was talking about, a friend who told me, I saw a temperament, I did not know what temperament was because that woman was always, I've seen that woman over the years, she's always, her face is twisted, she's dejected, she's sad, like there's never a smile on her face. And I laughed and told her she should be a wounded melancholy. Once a male gets wounded, dejected, you've seen some women, once they get disappointed in a relationship, they go around, they don't make up their hair, they cover their face, they just abandon, let life abandon them. And if you look back, yes, they are all finished. They can't take rejection or every trace of wound. They get so bitter, they complain so much that it becomes almost impossible for anybody to live with them. That's what we call the wounded melancholy. What about a wounded phlegmatic? A wounded phlegmatic decides to withdraw completely. They are not concerned about anything or anybody. Usually I said the phlegmatics are not concerned. They withdraw, they prefer to be in their corner. But when they get wounded, they develop what we call a protective shell around it. A friend would jokingly say, I'm guarding my heart. They become impossible to fall in love. They completely guard their emotion from anything, and they don't get involved in anything that might finally or end up hurting them. So they become overprotective of their space, their heart. They just don't let go. They just don't involve. So if you see somebody that doesn't open up They don't look angry, but they neither open up and never allow people into their personal space. That's why they have friends, neighbors, they're just like, I'm okay alone. People say we are growing, we are going this, they are proving they want to show that we've done this. Flex says, be going, I'm here, I'm waiting for you. Once you do whatever you're doing, you make me here. They rather become, unlike the choleric, satisfied with their corner, satisfied with their silence, like they get inside their shell like a tortoise and they so protect themselves that it becomes impossible to access their heart. Hello.